Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Give It Away, Throwback Thursday. 31 years ago this album came out. I'm really feeling like the decomposer now. Anyhow, Red Hot Chili Peppers, this particular song had a very powerful funk, kind of rock jive in it. Even though the guitar was not an overdriven sound, it was definitely a hardcore funk. And of course, Flea, one of the top masters of bass then and now, and he definitely was on the front side of changing the let's just say the persona of the bass, bringing it up front, making it a very powerful part of the band with not only his performance on the instrument, but with his performance and his personality on stage. But this is the band Chili Peppers, so it's not just about him, it's about Anthony, the rest of the guys. Of course, I know the song, but I am going to stop in the middle. I'm going to point out a couple really cool things that I usually do in my reacts and bring your mind to it. And it's kind of trippy stuff. It's as simple as the song is, there are some multi-hook facets to it that I'm going to bring up to you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the comments, with the suggestions and everything people are sharing. Geez, I'm almost at 100,000. It's just absolutely nuts. And also, if you see any ads run, it's not me. Copyright claim by the publisher. They run the ads. They make the money. I make donut hole. Anyhow, guys, here we go. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Give It Away. All right. All right, so without a doubt, that bass line that Flea is playing is just banging. One of the great things about Flea that I loved is that the passion with his bass playing. When you hear bass players and you kind of lump them into a pocket of, okay, he's a rock bass player, but when you hear him talk about Jocko and other bass legends with the passion that he has in his heart, so you just know that this is what he loves to do, but his influences are so far and wide, and what he can do outside of what we get used to in a band is absolutely mind-numbing. It's just like in a lot of the bands that I have done first-time listens to, and then go back and I read all your comments, or I do a little research, and to find that these guys are graduates from Berkeley and other great music schools, and their side gigs are like jazz fusion and progressive, other types of music. Flea is one of those guys. That bass line, the performance of it is what you feel. It's not so much the notes that he's choosing, though. That's a very addicted pattern, and that is the multiple hook of this song, the term pattern. nothing really breaks away too far from the set pattern. So what happens is, if you like the first 4 bars of a song and it's got you in with the drums, you're in. I don't care what's going on after that, you're in. Well, okay, 99%, 98%, you know, certain things can throw you off, but you're already in. Let's talk about those drums. You know how I am about drums. Remember how I always talk about snare usually sets the ambience of it because of the post effects. That post effect could be the actual natural room sound or any reverb they put on here. Well, that snare has got a giant, it could be a plate sound, that for those who don't listen to music or in the music industry and stuff like that, it's a type of reverb, and it's really mixed. You can mix the amount of reverb onto an instrument, and it's at a pretty high level. So when that snare hits, you're hearing that pow and that pow left and right. Kick, nice and dry in the pocket, almost. There's a little bit of like a room reflection or something on the kick. So we have the bass as a hook, you know, the way he's sliding and doing what he's doing. The other one is in pattern is what the guitar player is playing in a syncopated rhythm. Pattern, getting you locked in, the familiarity. And then, of course, Anthony and his performance. During an era when hip-hop had already started, the whole rap world and was taken off, and he comes out with this kind of rock slam poetry style, and also the type of performance he threw, the way he's pronouncing his words and everything, and of course, you know, the give it away, give it away, give it away. Very, very creative. And in that era when it was released in '91, grunge is coming out, or has already been a really pretty big influence. There's that, like, where is rock going? And all of a sudden you have Red Hot Chili Peppers that just sits there and say, well, I don't know where you guys are going, but this is where we're going. And, you know, a massive hit later, give it away. Okay, so I'm going to just let us ramp through the rest of this, and then I'll do some closing remarks, and then get on with our day. All right.
Give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Rock it, telephone, keep it on a bumper.
I gotta stop. I messed up. I got one more thing to say. You guys hear that mouth harp in the background? I'm gonna go back there and I want you to listen to. It's a mouth harp. Look that up. Obviously, they couldn't play this live. You can't play mouth harp and do that at the same time, unless. Wait a minute. There's only drums in there, so theoretically, any one of the other musicians, guitar or bass, could do that, you know, live for a few bars. But let's go back and listen for that mouth harp, and it's a very unique, cool instrument.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Rock it, telephone, keep it on a bumper. Look at me swimming in my ability, dancing
Okay, I definitely have to reset what I said about the drums. I gave it more of a solid bit of attention. It sounds like just a really large organic room. Be it they played it in a recording studio, but it just sounds like a large room. I said plate, but this, like I said, I don't know. I'm just going by my ears. And so a lot of that can actually be handled with, if it's in an organic large room with the overhead mics. The last thing I want to say about this is I didn't realize that until the very first time. I'm realizing it now that I'm listening to it. One of the many little hooks in songwriting is defining a common note through chord changes or through patterns, right? There would be a common note that threads it. And that mouth harp actually plays through the whole song, or at least from where I restarted all the way across. Now, I don't know if I got to listen from the beginning all the way through, but if that mouth harp is going there, it's actually, that's the, sorry if you laughed like I did. But that's the note, that's the tone that feeds through the whole song, even during the chord change. I go, man, that thing is still holding it. You know, the mouth harp is still going on it. So, anyhow, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Give It Away. To me, definitely a big part of my soundtrack of life in '91, 30 years ago. The older I get, the better I was. Thank you guys for your support. I have 3 brand new progressive metal dark tracks coming around the corner. Vulcan, Severed, and I don't know how to say this, DVNE? Divney? Ugh, boy, I'm going to get my butt handed to me for that one. Anyhow, if you're still here, type in, I'm still here in the comment. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to put their discography, Spotify, merch, and stuff, links down below. Link for the headsets, 240, AKG 240. And since my channel's not monetized, if you see so worthy, you want to buy me a cup of coffee, that link will be down below as well. So anyhow, guys, thanks for hanging out. Nice and early morning. We get our Throwback Thursday on the way. All right. Tongue-tied.